Back at it again with the Ray Raptor deck profile. Just built a new, finished the deck with the new Phantom Ray support, of course. Ooh, already give you a sneak peek, little peek through. So it's not fully done because I'm still missing a Bardiche that I'm gonna add on here. Probably gonna remove one Ultimate Falcon for him. But I've been playtesting and it's really consistent. Even if I get hit stopped with hand traps or anything like that, it still goes and plays on. With the playstyle that I like to go, I like to do like a bait and see. Let them waste their once per turn effect and just go off on it. So we're gonna go with the deck profile. With this Ray Raptor deck profile with the main deck, extra deck, and side deck. Okay. Alright, so for the main deck, I believe I run 19 monsters in this deck. I run 2 copies of Tribulanes. I run triple copies of Strangle. So I did take out the fuzzies for him. He's a lot better because I'm not locked into just Ray Raptors. I'm locked into just dark types, and there's plenty of good dark types I can go into. So triple copy of Strangles. Triple copy of Vanishing Lanius. You know, he's the OG of the deck. He's always been there. There's no reason to ever take him out. I see people run 2, and I'm still trying to figure out why, because we still got a lot of recycling to do from the graveyard. I mean, from the deck. So I run triple copies of Mimicry still, because there's still a lot of things we want to get from the deck to get to your options a lot more faster. Even though we do have like the Y strix to get to the rank ups, like there's still other cards that are non-Ray Raptor generic that you want to get to faster by just going through all the deck as fast as possible. I run 2 copies of Booster Strix. Booster Strix pretty much just you know, it's a non-targeting effect, so Boar Sword or Avermax ever attack into, you know, one of your Ray Raptor monsters, these can actually hurt and pop those cards. Especially if they try to attack Ultimate Falcon, because that's the only way they can go over is like through Boar Sword or Avermax. Of course, Utopia Lightning is not going to work, but the other 2 options, which I don't see people run Utopia Lightning no more, this card is a lifesaver here. So 2 Booster Strikes. I play 1 Ring Raider, you know, the second Ultra that we finally got in this deck. He's really good for just, you know, just keep continuing with the combos, especially if there's an XC on the field with materials and you just detach and just special summon him. And he has a really good effect where he can't be targeted by effects where he's an XC material. The XC monster's not targeted. 1 Singulanius, of course, the special summon during there's an XC out there. So him and this, when there's an XC material, just get you another 4 strikes or even get you into a link play. So it's really great combination with these 2. I run 1 Heal Eagle just to recycle anything from the graveyard, especially if it's like a readiness or somebody decide to blow up my Ray Raptor's nest. This will get it back, or even the new trap cards I'm going to introduce soon. I run 2 Pain Lanius, you know, just for the special summons. Of course, I take damage, but it's pretty worth it when he becomes a level 4, so he'll mimic the, you know, the levels of the monster he took the damage from. And I run 1 Blastrix in the deck. I don't need to run more than 1 because I got like a Catacall, which is like a free Blastrix, and it doesn't get negated by Imprime, so that's the reason I would run Catacall more than Blastrix, but Blastrix is just an option just in case. For my spell lineup, run 1 copy of the Phantom Knight Break Up Magic Launch, Magic Force launch. Yeah, Rank Up Magic Force. Man, just say different. So Phantom Knight Rank Up Magic Force. Everybody already know this card, especially when they just did the sneak peek. But you banish a number of type of dark monsters, and you can rank up based on the number of monsters you banish. So if you got a 4, you got to banish 6 to get to 10. Or if you're trying to get them to 5, of course you just banish 1. It's a great card. I run triple copies of Skip Force. I see people only run 1 or 2. Insane. I'm still trying to figure out why, because you could just banish this and a Ray Raptor monster to get your XC back from the graveyard. So if they find a way to beat Ultimate Falcon by a 1-trick play, you just banish and bring it back out. They have to deal with him again. Soul Save Force, of course, is a really good card. Of course, you pay half your life points. Not a big deal once you're like trying to go for the kill. but you pay half your life points and you pretty much just try to win per game. You get Cyber Dragon Infinity or whatever card you could try to rank up to, because you get a monster from the graveyard and rank it up by 2. Most of the people know this deck, but I'll just like to review just in case new people are coming in. I play 1 Raid Force just to get the rank up 1 and to get back a rank up from the graveyard. This is a great play to get that back. And the quick play during the attack, play Revolution Force, where you can just rank up by 1 during the battle phase. You know, you hit, and then go into like I don't know, like Arsenal Falcon, and based on the number of materials he has, you can just hit him for a number of materials, and you know, you can get a game like that too. It just depends how you play these decks. So like, you just do a play style depending on the back row of the opponent. Just play the best you can. Play 1 Nest, got a Shadow Foil. Always have Shadow Foil. Everybody know what Nest is. 2 Raid Raptors. Search 1 from the hand for the deck. I run 2 Cattle Calls. Just to get the Wing Beast XC out of the extra deck for free. You want to rank it up as soon as possible. You do it. 2 Twin Twisters, back row hate, and 2 Allures. I might take out a lure for like I don't know, like a Pot of Avarice and a Foolish Burial. Still trying to decide on that. I think that'd probably be the best combo, but we'll see. I'm doing some more play testing. Run 2 copies of Readiness, where this protects your monster from being destroyed by battle. If you banish it, you take no damage at all for the rest of the turn. So that's a help. You got 1 copy of the Phantom Knight Claw. You detach the material negated effect, and that monster that detached the material gains the attack on the monster that is negating. So that's pretty good, and it destroys that card. So that's also pretty good as well. I run the Raiders Unbreakable Mind, really good card as well. It pretty much is you XE summon a monster with a XE material already on top of it, and as long as it's an XE monster that's a material, you get to pop any card in the field. It is targeting, so you can use this for bait just to get a rank up, because if this gets destroyed while it's face up, you get a rank up card from your deck to your hand, I believe it is. No, you can set it. Set run rank up directly from your deck, so it's just like a Y-Strix. So they can't ash it or anything like that. So that's pretty good. Run 2 copies of Strikes and 1 copy of the Phantom Knight Shade for the game. And I'm still trying to get Bardiche. Still trying to look for him in the deck. It's a little hard to find that man, but I'll find him eventually. I'll probably just gotta go to TCG Player. For the extra deck, so far, I'm running with 2 Force-Strix. 1 Blade Burner, especially with the Soul Shade Force effect where I pay half my life points. He comes in really clutch. 1 Raider's Knight, just to get into either my Stranger Falcon or my Arc Dragon. The Stranger Falcon I was talking about. He pops a monster, and if he gets destroyed, I can get an XE from the graveyard along with a Ray Raptor and let it become some material for that card. And we got 1 Revolution Falcon Air Raid. This is a bait for the card that would be like negating and destroying. So you bring him out, negate the card effect. Try to pop the card, say like Savage is out there, you try to pop Savage. Savage destroys this card, and then you get a Revolution Falcon from the graveyard. This becomes the material for Revolution Falcon. Revolution could attack Savage and bring his attack down to 0 and destroy him. Which, we're talking about Revolution Falcon. I really wish they gave him a super instead of giving him Force-Strix a super rare. This card is really good. I like this card. This card is okay. Arsenal Falcon, my free Ultimate Falcon, basically, or any other XC that I'm trying to look into. But yeah, this is for the plays. He helps out a lot. Yeah, Satellite Cannon Falcon. I use him a lot for the back row blowing up. So usually I use it for the counter calls, and if I have ways to like overpower my opponent, of course I'm gonna use Nest to put it back into the extra deck, and then just boom. Use Ultimate Falcon, detach them so they can't activate card effects. Use Nest to put it back, and probably do like a Soul Shade Force or just rank up back into it with the Skip Force and then blow their back row. They're like completely defenseless at that point. I run 2 Ultimate Falcons. This should be like secret or ultra rare, but secret rare more than anything. It's hard to say. A lot of people have to deal with him. Then I run 2 Lystrix in the deck. Rank up Searcher, speed special summon, a 1 run, 1 Arc Rebellion in the deck. He's the OTK now of the deck. Only he can attack. Got that anime effect, which is really amazing. And then I 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity, the original copy. Well, not the original copy, but the original artwork, Cyber Dragon Infinity. You already know, just to negate, the Omni negate, pretty good. And then we're going to move on to the side deck. Still working on the kinks. I don't know much what I want to deal with or what kind of opponents we're going to deal with when we get back in the tournament, but I got 2 spear modes. I run triple copy of DD Crows. I run 2 copies of Dark Ruler No More. Just in case they try to like kaiju you, or they have a deck that has to deal with a lot of attributes like Altergeist or the new mutant cards that's out there. Gozen Match is a way to try to stop all that madness from happening. Like they can't make plays if they can't go into the monster, so you want to try to stop them as soon as possible. Rival the Warlord is the same thing. I like to try to stall until I get my established board. I got Awaken the Dragon, 3 Ultimate Falcons. They blow up this back row, banish it, and you know, of course, I'm just gonna go off. Like they pay 1,000, like with the Cosmic Cyclone, just to go to banish this. That's fine. And I just you paid 1,000 for me to get Ultimate Falcon, so that's pretty dope. And then Light and Prison Mirrors to deal with like Elder Rich or Dogma deck. Pretty much, you know, anything that's like light urgent. I don't want to lock myself in, but at least I can stop the light monsters, because that's like the only thing I noticed versus, you know, like when it's coming out like Avermax or anything like that, just put a stop to that stuff right there real quick. So that is the deck. So again, just gonna go ahead and upload this on my YouTube channel. If you have like any questions, just comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. You know, all opinions are welcome. You know, I mean, played the deck for like so long, but I always try to find a way to like better myself with this deck. I don't run all the other outside cards like Cayuga and everything like that. I feel like it's good, but also like it's like a one-stop pony. Like once you get over those cards, then it's like your opponent has no other options. While with Raid Raptor, is really consistent and it has a good of recovery. And so to say, I'd probably say like a good rank B recovery to A. Like I give it that much, depending how you play it. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment, rate, subscribe. Peace.